This is my boss locked account. I've locked this account to only getting experience from bosses and only getting my items from bosses. That means I can't pick up items, kill other monsters outside of bosses, or buy from shops. This account is also an Iron Man, so that means no trading or no using the grain exchange. My goal is to obtain some of the best and most iconic weapons and armor in the game. To do this, I need to do some of the hardest content in this game on an account that has only been trained through bosses. And this is my journey. Just before the video starts, I just wanted to say I basically streamed all the progress in this video, so make sure you go and follow my Twitch if you want to watch this stuff live. The link for my Twitch will be in the description. I am also really close to hitting 25,000 subscribers on YouTube, so make sure you don't forget to subscribe and like the video because it really does help YouTube push my video to more people. There is also the Discord link in the description, and if you want to join a clan in-game, then join mine, Boss Locked. Anyway, I would once again really like to thank everyone for the support, and I would also like to thank today's sponsor, Manscaped. Manscaped has sent me their Performance Package 4.0, and I have to say, I love every product inside it after trying them all. Shaving shouldn't be a boss battle, and that's where Manscaped comes in and makes it incredibly easy and fast to do it. I used to use an old electric shaver to shave, and it truly wasn't the right tool for the job. I didn't know this until I used a Manscaped product. That's why the Manscaped Performance Package has everything you need for grooming. It includes the greatest ball hair trimmer ever created, the Lawnmower 4.0, the Weed Whacker for your nose and ear hair, multiple balm formulations, and a travel bag, and even boxes. The Lawnmower 4.0 is simply the best hygiene tool for the modern man. Their ceramic blade and skin-safe technology reduces snags and cuts while shaving and makes you feel like you have high stab and slash defense, which can come in handy for long battles with the 90-minute battery life also aiding you. Let me talk about some of the other items in the performance package. First, the Weed Whacker, the ear and nose trimmer. The Weed Whacker is waterproof just like the Lawnmower 4.0 and uses skin-safe technology to reduce snags and cuts in those delicate holes. There is also the boxes you get, which are so comfortable and easily the comfiest boxes I've worn. The ball deodorant and toner are great and smell amazing, so they are perfect for everyday use as well. And they're also girlfriend approved. Get all this for 20% off and free delivery with the code BOSSLOCKED at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free delivery at manscaped.com. Use code BOSSLOCKED, no spaces. Stop just killing bosses in-game and feel like a boss in real life with Manscaped. Once again, thank you Manscaped for sponsoring this episode. In the last episode, I managed to get 300 saltpeter from Wintertot and level my farming up to 45 in Wintertot to unlock the farming guild. I also managed to do my first Slayer task of Scorpions, which I killed Scorpia for, and got many upgrades including a rune spear which halved my mole kill times. After I completed this task, I went and got a new task but got locked out of Slayer since I got a cave bug task. But that will all be changed this episode with the method that I found to continue Slayer and make it so I'll never get locked out of it again. Starting this episode off with some big levels, there is 40 defense. This will now let me wear the rune plate legs and rune full helm I have gotten from Temporos. This will give me a massive defense upgrade over the steel plate legs and black full helm that are my current best in slot. There is 60 attack, another massive level for the account. This took about 15 hours to get from 50 attack. This now lets me use the next tier of weapons, which is dragon weapons. I already have a dragon dagger from the Chaos Elemental too. The dragon dagger is just slightly better than the rune sword when on stab, since it has a +2 stab bonus over the rune sword. This means that the dagger will be my best in slot weapon and will also be better for the mole, since it will have better accuracy over the rune spear. Plus, the dragon dagger also has a special attack that lets you use 25% of your special attack bar and lets you hit twice. This means that even though it is the same speed as the spear and sword, I'll be able to get more attacks off overall. Since the dagger is also poisonable, I bet you can guess where I'm off to now. There we go. There is the weapon poison. I went dry on it again, of course. I came over this side with the rune spear because there were PKs in the other spot, and I wanted to see how quick the mole kill would be with poison. Anyway, I am now going to go and poison one of my 6 dragon daggers and head off to the mole. There is the 50th mole kill. Now I am on the high scores for the giant mole. The kills are so much faster. I am getting an average of 8 minutes per kill, and I've done 10 kills in only 1 hour and 20 minutes. I have come so far. I remember when that time wasn't even enough time to kill the Chaos Elemental once. With this kill, that'll be 120 KC, where I'll be stopping for now. I will go and open up my nests and see if I can pull another spirit seed, but if not, I will move on to the next thing. No spirit seed, but now is the time to explain what I'm going to do for Slayer. Slayer is a skill I originally thought impossible to fully train on this account, but with this new method, it could make it so I never get Slayer locked again. The method is Rings of Recoil. But there is something else to this method, and that is Retribution. Rings of Recoil return damage back to the monster that hit you, as long as they don't hit a 0, that is. Now, Retribution is a prayer that procs when you die and does up to 25% of your prayer's level in damage. This means at 46 prayer, when it is unlocked, it could hit up to an 11. Cave bugs only have 5 HP. So you might ask, why don't I just go and kill them with Retribution and not use recoils? That is because I tested this on another account, and without the recoil, my Retribution never hit over a 3. I think this is because I was only hitting a 0 when I tagged it, so this means the recoil is necessary for this method. This method is also allowed within my rules because I am using boss loot to gain Slayer XP. The boss loot is the Rings of Recoil, and I do only have prayer because of the boss's loot too. I won't be getting any melee experience because I'll be lowering my stats and hitting the monster with a fun weapon to avoid getting any combat experience. With this method to kill the monsters, they don't drop any loot, so I won't be collecting anything they drop. Even if they did drop loot, I wouldn't be collecting it anyway. So what I am going to do now is I need to get 46 prayer to unlock Retribution, since I am currently only 43 prayer. So all the bones from the mole should perfectly get me there. And there is 46 prayer. Now I can use Retribution and start up Slayer again. I also unlocked Mystic Might and Eagle Eye, which will be my best range and mage prayers for a fair while. Now let's get into this Slayer method. I first start off with running from Varrock Center all the way to the Slayer Tower to lower my stats with the Aberrant Spectres, so I can guarantee I hit a 0 on the cave bugs. Once my stats have been lowered there, I then home teleport to Lumbridge because I can't use a Lumbridge teleport with runes because my magic has been drained. Once I am back in Lumbridge, I run to the cave in the swamp. I run up and hit the cave bugs with my baguette equipped, so I hit a 0. Once I hit a 0, I will just let the cave bug start hitting me so my recoil will do damage. When the cave bug got lower, I first tried to extinguish my candle, but Jagex just doesn't let you do that for some reason, so that was my first roadblock. After this didn't work, I had the idea of going to one of the areas that will make my candle cause an explosion, damaging you and extinguishing your candle. Now that one didn't work either, so I had to make a new plan. I would hit the cave crawlers in the cavern first to get poison, since the poison does 8 damage. I had to make sure I got a damage from an outside source because the cave bugs just didn't do enough damage fast enough to kill me. But first, I had to wait for my home teleport. That was until someone in my Twitch chat mentioned that I could make Rings of Returning to get back to Lumbridge instead. By the way, this was all streamed on Twitch, so make sure you go and follow that with the link in the description. You might not know what the Rings of Returning are, because even I didn't even know. They are a ring made of a jade and silver that when rubbed, they teleport you to your spawn location, which for me is Lumbridge. This means I am not gated behind my home teleport each time I do this and will make this method way faster. Alright, I'm poisoned. Yeah, there we go. There's the Slayer XP. There we go. That's the first kill. It says 17 and I started on 20, but 2 of them got taken off because of lamps. All that for 2 Slayer XP, and I'm going to have to do that another 19 times because this count is wrong. This will be my final kill on the cave crawlers, doing it with this method. I noticed a few things while doing it. If it actually hits me, come on, please. Oh god, this one's not going to count. Oh, thank god. Okay, so that's my final kill. That's my cave bugs completely done. Okay, I gained 50 XP. That was about 3 or 4 hours of work to actually get that done. I'm going to go grab a new Slayer task now because getting Slayer tasks done early on is going to be more of a benefit because the higher level my Slayer is, the more XP I'll get from XP lamps and everything. So I'm going to go get a new Slayer task, but this time I'm going to get it from Cristilia. Now, I've decided to get tasks from Cristilia instead of Venica. Even though Cristilia has less tasks I can complete compared to Venica, I have decided to get a task from her for another reason. That reason is because Cristilia has a separate task streak to regular Slayer Masters. This is important because if I get a task I can't do with Cristilia, I can skip it with Turiel. This will reset my task streak with Cristilia back to 0, but but I won't reset my Turiel streak. That means if I was on a 3 streak with Turiel, I would be on a 4 streak after I finish this task. With this method, I will then build up to a 9 streak with Turiel, and on my 10th task, I will go get a task with Venica. If I can complete this task, I will be able to earn 20 Slayer points for every 10th task in a row. If I can manage to do this multiple times and get enough Slayer points to cancel tasks with Crystalia, I can get to a 5 streak with her and earn 25 points per task. It only costs 30 Slayer points to cancel a task, so it would be very close to breaking even if I can skip one task and get a task that is possible for me to do after that. Since Crystalia gives 125 points every 10th task, this means I could eventually gain enough points with this method to continue doing wilderness tasks without skipping with Turiel. So I could eventually end up training Slayer semi-normally on only bosses in the wilderness. This would take a really long time to achieve, but this means that Slayer is very much possible on the account. This does open up other questions in the future, such as unlocking Grotesque Guardians and possibly Hydra, which would be exceptions, but I'll make that decision when I actually get up to that Slayer level, because that is very far in the future. Alright, so I've came straight over after finishing that task. We're going to have to get one from her, and we're going to have to see if we can actually do this one or not. We can really hope. There's a lot of tasks I can actually do from her, and there's a couple that I can't do. A lot of the tasks are level gated at the minute, so I can't get a lot of her tasks because of my Slayer level being so low at the minute, which is helping me with a lot of the tasks I can get. So hopefully we can get something good. It's such like, to click this one button to decide if I have to go through hours or if I get something good is just a hassle every single time I have to just click get assignment. But let's see. Okay, all right. So I got to click through this stuff first. Yes, I understand. I'll have to kill them in the wilderness. Yeah, of course. Give me one that I can't do. Enku cannot do. Obviously, there's no boss. They don't count, like, they don't fall under skeletons or anything either, so I can't kill them as skeletons with, like, Venion and stuff. They are just their own separate monster. So I'm going to have to go cancel this one in Bertho with Turiel and get a new task from Turiel, and we'll see if we can do that. Yeah, so this is the thing that I, like, talked about if you didn't understand. So if I replace my assignment, I will reset my current wilderness task streak to 0. I haven't got any tasks there, so that's fine. And it asked, is that okay? It won't affect my standard task streak of 2. So that's good because this task I get from him will make my standard streak go up to 3. And when I eventually get to 9, then I'm going to go to Venica to get more Slayer points. But yeah, this is what I was trying to talk about before in the explanation. I'm not sure if I explained it properly, but if you didn't understand, that's what it means. It's better to see it in actual writing form like this sometimes. So let's see if we can actually get something. Please give me one that I can do that's going to be a lot easier than what the fuck, like, method I just used. Yeah. Obviously there's a bear boss. I do not think I have the DPS to be able to kill him. I just quickly want to talk about this bear task. What's great is it's a task that has a boss that can be killed. That boss is Callisto. What's bad is that Callisto is really hard to kill. Callisto has incredibly high defense, and I am nowhere near the recommended stats or have good enough weapons to kill it. This makes Callisto the hardest boss for me to kill and was the task I was dreading of getting the most. I could kill the normal bears with the recoil method, but I want to get as much Slayer XP as I can because I won't be getting a boss task every time. So with that said, I have decided that I'm going to go and get one of the best slash weapons I currently have access to, and that is the Dragon 2-hand from the Chaos Alley. That is because Callisto is weak to slash, so this weapon might make it possible. It does have a 1 in 128 drop rate, and I currently have 68 KC. So that will take me 60 more kills to reach the drop rate, and I can only kill the Chaos Alley about every 20-ish minutes. So that means if I go on drop rate, it will take me 20 hours to get the Dragon 2-hand. So let's go start killing it because the 2-hand will be my only chance of killing Callisto with these stats, which I don't even think will be possible, but we'll just have to see. There is 120 KC on the Chaos Alley. I started trying to go for the Dragon 2-hand at 68 KC. I now have the same KC as the Mole and still don't have the Dragon 2-hand, but I'm very close to the drop rate. And there is the 128th kill. Now, any kills after this, I'm officially dry. I started going for the Dragon 2-hand at 68 KC. Now I've done 60 KC from then, and it has taken me about 20 hours. This means that my kills are now on average 20 minutes, so going dry really sucks. But we will just have to see how dry I go and hope that it isn't too dry. Did not. Holy fuck. That was 129 KC. I did not expect to get it that kill at all. Oh my god, what just happened? There is no fucking way. I just was like recording the clip about me going dry, and then I literally get it the next fucking kill after that. One kill after going dry, after I say that, oh, let's just see how dry I go. There's no way I just got that on that kill. It always comes up when you least expect it. Never when you expect a drop. You can say, surely this kill, but I did not expect it one kill after its drop rate. Oh my god. That's so fucking good. All right, I'm going to go give Callisto a go now. Let's go there. So I've just got Callisto set up. Now it's time to see if this is actually possible. I am just going to be sitting here flinching him with the Dragon 2-hand. I'm going to come back and see if it will be possible with supersets as well. So the super attack, strength, and, well, just super attack and strength. I don't need the defense. But I'm going to see if that's possible. I have the Ring of Recoil in my inventory as well because he heals very quick when you don't hit him in a certain amount of time. So I plan to, if I don't hit him, I'm going to take a step out and get hit by him so the Ring of Recoil will reflect a bit of damage into him to see if that will make it a bit more possible. But from here, we're just going to have to see if this will actually be doable. I'm like at least 95% sure this won't be possible, but we'll just have to see. All right, so this time I'm sure it's not possible to do this. So I bought 2 doses of attack and strength, and I've been prayer flicking. I got it down to 114 HP, but it has a special attack move like that where it can heal 14 HP. And because I'm not that accurate, I'm not sure when it starts. It might start below 150 HP, but it can start like stomping its foot and healing occasionally. And I cannot out damage that. The best I did was get it down to 114 HP, and then it like heals and it just keeps doing that. So I don't think it is possible to kill Callisto at the moment. It's pretty damn close, actually. I did not think I'd be able to get him this low when I first thought about it. If he didn't have that special attack, then yes, it probably would have been possible because I was hitting fairly commonly before. I'm not as soon as I start recording. This really sucks because it leaves the account in a really awkward spot. I want to get a better weapon and armor from Barrows, but I'm still currently waiting on a chocolate bar from the sandwich lady so I can grind it out. This is because the chocolate bar unlocks Plague City, which will let me be able to complete Underground Pass and unlock the Ivan Staff. The Ivan Staff lets me hit 25s with magic and only uses up death runes since I have a Tome of Fire. This is nearly double my current max hit with Wind Wave, which is only 13. I currently lose death runes doing Barrows because of the amount I have to use on each brother because I have such a low max hit. That's why I want to wait for the chocolate bar to grind out Barrows. I want to grind Barrows because this will let me get Verax, which is the only method that could kill Callisto with my stats. The other tank armor would also make Seracnus possible with these stats. To grind out Barrows right now would be insane, and I can't really do it with the loss of runes overall. And it also takes me about 20 minutes on average for one Barrows KC. So this leaves me in a really awkward middle ground. I can't move on to the next boss because of my stats, armor, and weapons just aren't enough. The Barrows grind would be way too many hours. Training my stats from what they currently are to level 70 would take 100 plus hours with getting 15k XP an hour in the fight caves. But there is something else I could think of for the account to progress while I wait for the chocolate bar. That is Slayer. Now, you might think I'm doing all this to kill Callisto since bears are my current task, so how am I going to do Slayer? Well, I'm going to do it with the same method as the cave bugs. I'm going to go kill the normal bears with Rings of Recoil and Retribution. I didn't want to kill the normal bears because I want the most Slayer XP I can get, but it looks like I would just have to do this with the position that the account currently is in. So let's go suicide bomb some bears. I had to make a quick trip to the Fountain of Ruin to get myself some Rings of Recoil because it is nearly 1 ring per bear and I had none left. So thank you to the mole for all these rings because I didn't even have to go make any myself. There is the final bear killed of the task. Now it is time to go get something else and hope for something that is good this time. All right, let's get a task from Crystalia then and hope it's something that we can do. I can do a few tasks, but not too many. I can do like maybe 6 tasks from her. And that's including bears and skeletons and shit in it, which I can't kill those bosses at the minute. So we'll see what we get. Yeah, black demons. I can't do that. Okay, great. Thanks. All right, let's go skip this one, material. Let's hope for something good. 38 rats. Oh, that's actually a good one. 38 rats is actually good because I can kill the crypt rats in barrows. So that will mean I can get even more XP than what I would killing normal rats. So this is actually a good task, and I got a good amount of them too. So I'm going to actually go do some barrows runs and kill the crypt rats on my way through. There we go. There's my Slayer task done. That was 1.5k Slayer XP. That's the... Actually, it's not the most Slayer XP I've got from a task, but it's very close with Scorpia coming in first. But time to go get a new Slayer task from Crystalia, and then if that doesn't work, we'll see what happens. But so far, I've got absolutely shit all from the Barrows chest. I've done like four chests and got nothing. Let's see what task we get from her this time. All right, third time's the charm. Let's give me a task I can actually do in the wilderness. Oh my god, why can't you give me a task I can do? It's the second time I got Enku. Well, time to go cancel this one, material. All right, let's see what we get. Yes, please. Ooh, that's kind of shitty of you to do to me. Oh, there we go. That's that Slayer task done. A nice 160 XP. All right, let's go, Crystalia. My lady, please give me a good task. I fucking said it would be Enku again. Why do you do this to me? Why cows? So, I'm over here at the fire caves again. You might be wondering why, and that is because my last Slayer task being cows. With my current method of me lowering my stats and using a fun weapon, I currently have about a 7% chance to roll a hit, which could be a 0 or a 1. This means every time I'm going to hit a cow, I could potentially get XP outside of a boss. Some of you won't care and will say it's only going to be 4 XP and that won't matter in the long run. You're right, that won't matter in the long run of the account when I get millions of XP in a single skill. It won't even matter right now at this moment either. I don't want that. Especially when there is a method for me to avoid that. To restart Slayer, what I need is my crush stat to reach -64 or lower. With stats this low, I will 100% of the time hit a 0 without even the need to lower my stats. The gear I need to achieve this is my Stale Baguette, which gives me -50 crush bonus, an Odium Ward or a Snakeskin Shield, and an Archer Helm. Now, the only available shield for me currently is the Odium Ward, since the Snakeskin is locked behind Zulrah, which is locked behind the chocolate bar from the Sandwich Lady. So I plan to go for the Odium Ward, and while I'm doing that, if I happen to get a chocolate bar, then I'll go for the Snakeskin Shield instead. For the Archer's Helm, I need an elite clue with the Guardian spawn to get rune throwing axes to enter the Dagonoth King's lair. I have found out that there is a method to force spawn them, so once I get the step, it shouldn't take too long from there. Now, I am back here at the fight caves because it's my best training method, and I will be able to train my defense to 60 to wear the Odium Ward. Plus, the extra defense will help me with many bosses, and my account needs higher stats for the future bosses anyway. So I'm going to get one more attack level to 65, which I'm only 6k off, and then I will train my defense to 60, and it will be time to start the grind for the first Wilderness Shield. Just wanted to say real quick that some of the next clips might be edited a bit weird or have emotes go across the screen. That's because my actual recordings got corrupted, so I had to use my streams video. So the editing might be a little weird with a couple things appearing on screen, but at least I still have the footage and proper audio. There is 65 attack. Now I'll be able to wield the Sarachnis Cudgel if I get one sometime soon. Time to move on to defense and train that. It should take about 12-ish hours to hit 60 defense. Just wanted to stop the training grind for a sec to see if I can kill the Chaos Fanatic with my current stats. Because to get the Odium Ward, I need 3 shards, and they come from the Crazy Archaeologist, Scorpia, and the Chaos Fanatic. I can kill Scorpia and the Crazy Archaeologist, but I am unsure about the Chaos Fanatic because he is usually killed with range and is known to take quite a bit of time to kill even with higher range and better gear. So my plan is to attempt 1 kill and see if I will also have to train my range to 60 to make this possible. So from that kill, I worked out that it is not feasible to kill the Chaos Fanatic right now. So I'll have to train up to 61 range to use the rune crossbow and make some steel bolts to make this a more doable grind. Now I'm going to go and head off to the Barrows to get more runes for the Crazy Archaeologist and Scorpia because I will need heaps of runes for this. Oh my god, we actually got our first piece, and it's the fucking Darok's Helm too. So That is fucking like peak settled. That's exactly the same as what settled got us his first item. And we got it exactly 100 KC too. There is 60 magic. Now I can actually go to the mage training arena to complete it and get my first cape on the account. I can only complete Mage Arena 1, unfortunately, because in Mage Arena 2, you have to use all the staffs and the others are bought in a shop, so this will be my best in slot mage cape for the account. If you didn't know, when you are doing the Mage Arena, you can safe spot Collodion behind a skeleton and just mage from a distance, because he only has like a 3 or 4 tile attack range for some reason. There is him killed. Really not much to this fight at all. All I did was just mage safe spot him. Now let's go grab my cape. I decided I'd pick Zamorak because in the future, I could use the charge spell and use Flames of Zamorak for a boss potentially because it can hit a 30. So it would be better DPS than Ivan's Blast. Flames of Zamorak also works the same as Ivan's Blast with the Tome of Fire, so they don't consume charges, but it will act as infinite fire runes for the spell. Now that I finally have a cape, I want to head back to Barrows and get some more chests done. And let's go. Oh my god, it's a fucking item and it's a fucking good one. Holy shit. Oh my god, it feels good to get something. And it's a part of Verak's set. And it's the best tank legs I could have possibly gotten. Oh my god, I'm happy I went dry for that. Holy fuck. That is where this video ends. I just wanted to say I am sorry that this episode took so long to come out. The account has hit a bit of a bump and required me to put in many hours to train my stats for the next stage of the account, because the bosses are just getting harder to cheese and do with low level stats. Just look at the stats and time played from the start of the episode to what they are now at the end of this episode. They have gone up a lot and there has been a lot of extra time played. I also wanted to add, I am really thankful for everyone who watches and looks forward to my videos. So hopefully I can get lucky and get the next episode out sooner. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video if you made it this far. Hopefully you all have a good day or night, and I hope to see you all in the next episode.